Look at that right there. Look at that packed with fresh or raw poultry. Dogs are evolutionary carnivores and their diet should be rich in animal-based protein. We pack each diet with an abundance of fresh and raw animal ingredients to maximize nutrition. TV here, Fit Bully TV. Let's talk about this, people. Let's talk dog food. Now, this is some dog food. This right here is a pretty picture. Goodness gracious, look at that right there. Look at that packed with fresh or raw poultry. Dogs are evolutionary carnivores and their diet should be rich in animal-based protein. We pack each diet with an abundance of fresh and raw animal ingredients to maximize nutrition. TV here, Fit Bully TV. Let's talk about this, people. Man. Now, in people's minds, it is believed that this stuff is good, but I got to go see the wolves. Oh man, when I tell you I'm going back, and I'm talking about less than 100 days, I'm going back. This kombucha is good for your gut. I encourage you to get some. And I said, hey, what do you feed the wolves? And get this. And you'll see it on the video. I'll probably edit it and you'll see it at some point. I walk upstairs and I'm about to go out now. Let's go back out to the front. I said, oh, let's go upstairs real quick. It says 18 and older to see the gallery. And I go up there, and there's this woman over there and I'm looking at the stuff. I said, she started walking to her. I said, so what do you do here? And she said, oh, I'm the founder. I said, oh, really? I said, and you are who I should be talking to. I said, do you mind if I interview you? She says, oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. So, how long have you been doing this? Beautiful interview. 30 plus years with wolves. Wolves in her captivity, I won't say captivity, but wolves in the environment that they're in have lived up to 14 to 15 years. She tells you the honest truth about the average wolf living between 2 and 5 years. And they've got this thing where you can go and like pet them. They call them wolf ambassadors. And then they'll tell you, as he said, there's some wolves that used to be ambassadors. One day wake up, they don't want to be bothered no more. So you hate to be in there when they having one of them days. They say, hey brother, it's time for you to go. You say, all right man, I'm out. But one thing for fact, is they don't feed wolf food, aka dog food, which beyond a reasonable doubt showed me that when they tell you or put a wolf on the bag, to me now it's disgusting because a wolf would never eat that. See what I'm saying? Just like what? A bear technically don't eat bear food, and I keep saying this, monkey don't eat monkey food. They eat bananas, they eat fresh fruits, they eat even fish in the sea. They eat other fish or seaweed in a sense. Crazy part is, guess what? When we buy reptiles, why do people feed them crickets or rats when you got a snake? Because it is where ain't nobody came out with no snake food. See what I'm saying? But dogs and cats, you go, hey, we can give them this. And it believed to be good for them. Really, and you know, I'm going to get some more pets, people, just so we're clear. And I'm going to walk down the processes of sustaining life and having a good time and learning about them all. But here's the facts. When you see people that are feeding dogs at a high level, and even, you know, other animals that they might keep, there's no monkey food. It's just food. So, problems with dog food is that oftentimes it has no flavor. So they add salt, which is why there's a salt rule. Carbs. Carbs keep it bulked, meaning like, hey, use how you keep the dog food together, why it stays so tight. But it also is one of the reasons why our dogs often get yeast infections and liver and kidney failure. I think more liver failure in the later stages. Isn't it crazy that a lot of dogs die or all of a sudden turn 9, 10, 8 years old, have liver cancer or something, I believe. And then here's the truth. While this is a pretty picture, protein is expensive, especially right now. And I assure you, they ain't getting all that macro and putting it in here. And if you think about a raw diet, prey-based, or I believe even barf, is all protein. My dogs have done so much better. And that doesn't mean there have not been difficulties as we work through some of the challenges. But to believe that this food is good for your dog, respectfully, is asinine. And it doesn't mean dogs will not live and will not continue to live. So when you see our videos where we drop foods to enhance your dog food, if I were to use dog food, this is how I would use it. And what I would do is use it as a filler or a carb to help bulk stool. But most importantly, I would add cooked and raw components at times to ensure that the dog has a healthy life. Repeat, even the Scottish Terrier who's prone to bladder cancer, just by adding cruciferous vegetables, broccoli for instance, to their dog's meals, dog food, broccoli, bladder cancer decreased by 90%. That speaks volumes to the dog needing nutrition, whole nutrition to say the least. You also can't believe that after you've turned it into this, that this is still there. I dried a chicken out one time, and I'm gonna do it again, and gave it to one of the dogs. That joker was choking. I thought he was gonna die. He was chewing on it. He couldn't choke that thing down. That thing almost choked his poor behind. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, he's doing fine. Then all of a sudden, I think it got to that like that. Something gets stuck in your chest when you've been like, he's doing that something gets stuck there. You be like, yo, I can't get this stuff up, but you be like, help me out, man, help me out. That's what that chicken had done. So I'd also encourage you to always add a half cup of water because they want you to believe that this has moisture in it. And I'm like this. It feels a little wet or greasy, but this can't be. This is like eating one of them Ritz crackers with peanut butter or cheese on it that you get from the little gas station at Walmart, and assuming that if you ate 52 of them, that your mouth wouldn't be dry. So people say, man, my dog always drinks a lot of water after dog food. It's dehydrate them. That's what sugar does. Even on this bag and many of the dog foods, the primary base of the dog food is what? Carbohydrates, which drain us. If you add vitamins and minerals to ensure something that is in there, it's what you call synthetics. The body does not absorb or utilize a lot of synthetics, and in some cases, I can almost say beyond a reasonable doubt, when you have a female that lacks the ability to get pregnant, she lacks the ability to get pregnant because she can't at times process and absorb micronutrients. Well, guess what? And minerals. One of the ways that the old jokers secure a pregnancy is by injectable vitamins. They inject vitamins almost for 30 days to ensure the female's getting all the stuff she needs. And you'd be surprised, they'll get the dog pregnant and be like, that's crazy. How'd you do that? I couldn't get her pregnant for 3 years, 4 years. Well, she needed her vitamins. Y'all don't know how powerful food really is. And in this case, you can't make me believe that they get vitamin A, D, E, and K, A, and B, and C in no dog food. So, the truth often is impossible to understand. And that's why they say the truth is stranger than fiction. Because that can't be true. Can it? Maybe it can, maybe it can't. But what I would encourage you to do is, and I can't say it enough, please do your best to investigate more about your dogs and help your dog live a quality life by just adding some things to the dog food if you have to go the dog food route. Nobody's bad, nobody's good. I'm not good because I feed raw. I'm not, and you're not bad because some people don't. We could all do better, including me. And so that's my goal, is to give you enough tools and information, speak to the truth about what's going on with dog food, link things that I believe could assist you in having information to make a just decision, and encourage you to do just a little bit more for the dog. If in another video, if you want me to go into more depth about these things, even put what would look like a meal together and then dry it out, that might be one of our next videos. I might get chicken, turkey, flounder, whole mackerel, chicken liver, turkey, giblets, liver, heart, and gizzards, whole herring, eggs. You double it up on dehydrated chicken. I'll get the first few things. Whole red lentils and whole pinto beans. I'm not giving my dogs no beans. Beans have lectin in it. Lectin oftentimes is hard to absorb, which is why we as humans, when we eat beans, we do what? We get gassy because it doesn't bind well to our cells. Therefore, it passes through and creates a nitrogen imbalance. Neither here nor there. I'm just throwing out a little information. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Guys, like, subscribe, and share. T-Fit here, Fit Bully TV. Thank you for watching.